Don't start fucking with me as soon as I record. This is what I be talking about. This is why you got left in the basement all day yesterday. You know what I mean? What the fuck is you doing, Kylie? I literally just sat down and hit record on everything. And you want to come brush up against me and shit. I don't really mind that too much, the brushing up against me. But I know where that's going to lead. I know where that's going. You're going to want to take it somewhere else. You're going to want to start hopping up on a chair. See, you already over there making noise and shit. We can't have this, man. Oh, shit. You're not going in the shed because I know you could get out the shed. So you're definitely not going in there. I don't know if y'all listened to last week's episode. That was your only option. See, you fucking with me. I'm about to put you. See, she must know I'm talking shit. You keep fucking with me, Kylie. I don't really mind this. As long as you're not fucking with the chords and nothing like that. You start fucking with the chords, fucking up productions, then that's your ass, Kylie. You going right in the basement. Last week's episode, right? I'm all recording and shit. Hold up. I'm all recording, right? She started fucking with the chords and all of that shit. I ain't mind. I gotta order some more of them fucking plug-in shits. I ain't mind though, cause, you know, not the chord shit, but before she was crawling up behind me, like I switched over. I was on the couch last week. The video ain't come out last week, and I'll explain that. Ain't really no explanation, just some technical difficulties, which I actually explained in that episode. But yeah, we gonna work around it. Anyway, though, she started chewing on the chords, and I had to put her ass in the shed. You know what I mean? YouTube, y'all don't know about this, so I guess I'll tell you guys about this shit. This happened live on air, though. You know what I mean? I wish y'all could have saw it. Because I thought the shed was like a surefire, you know. I closed the door. That should be enough for a fucking cat. You know what I mean? But somehow, some way, man, she got the fuck out that joint. So I just put her ass in the basement. It ain't a big deal, really, you know. But yeah, you on thin ice this week, Kylie. I'm not fucking around with you. You know, I was doing something. I was being the scientist. You know, I always say the scientist on here, and I've never explained it. I don't think I'm gonna explain it on here either, cause I'm not trying to be fed. But I was doing some of the scientist shit, right? And I had put some of the materials back downstairs into the basement, and Kylie followed me down into the basement. So I'm like, no, this is what happened. I went down to the basement, right? Put everything back to where it needed to be, and I'm coming back up. She runs down the steps. Now she likes the basement for some reason. Our basement is not finished. I'm not gonna lie to you. Our basement is it's not finished. You know, it's dust and shit down there. I don't really know where my sister got this fucking cat from. It definitely ain't come from PetSmart. I think it was one of them Johns. Like if maybe this is all over the world, but I know this really happened in Philly a lot. You know, people breed cats, they breed dogs and shit like that. And they'll post them on Instagram and be like, "Yo, I got a litter of I got 12 pit bulls for sale, 12 baby pit bulls." I mean, shit like that. And the same for cats. And I know that was one of the situations. My sister, she found somebody that whose cat had babies. But we don't know nothing about the genetics from her mom and father. She got to be, this is my theory. I think she mixed with raccoon. It's raccoon in there. Because I don't know no cat. She thinks playing and shit. Now, kittens, yes, I understand that. Kittens. But this is a full-grown ass cat at this point. She thinks playing is scratching and biting. I can't get jiggy with that shit, man. And she just sitting in the window and shit, looking out the window and shit, acting all innocent. Long as you stay over there. Oh, I gotta unplug this ring, because that's gonna keep happening. There we go. That solves that. We don't want to hear that all episode. Something else I talked about last week, too. Go listen to last week's episode if you have not already. You can listen to it. I know a lot of you like to watch the video at this point in the game, at this stage in the game. But I also do make audio, so you guys can go check it out on Apple Podcasts. That's one of the biggest platforms to listen to podcasts on currently. And let me get myself comfortable here. And once you go over there, all you got to do is either type in my name, Nasir Moss, and both my podcasts will come up, Trainwreck and the Dopest podcast, the one I'm currently doing. Or you could type in the Dopest podcast, and this podcast will come up. And what I want you to do once you do that, I want you to hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Hold up. We not done yet. You not done. You got homework, nigga. Your second assignment is to leave a 5-star review once you get over there, because this is a 5-star level podcast. I make 5-star level statements. I can't even say the next part that used to rhyme because I'm rarely intoxicated on this thing anymore. Because I really like recording in the morning, like early in the morning, and I kind of got to at this point, you know, because I don't really like recording with people in the house, you know. That's different from doing a live podcast, because I know people probably thinking like, oh, you record this shit and you put it out to a bunch of people, you know, for the whole world to listen to, right? And but you don't want nobody to listen to you record it when they're probably gonna listen to it anyway. I know it's weird, but I like to record in solitude. You know, I like the illusion that nobody's listening to me, even though somebody probably is listening to me. The government, FBI, you know. I don't know. The FBI, they not the ones that listen to everybody. It's a specific agency out there that's job is to listen to everybody. I think it's the NSA. I believe it is the NSA. They know what you're searching. They know who you're texting. They know who all those nudes are going to. You know, shit like that. They on top of everything. They're mainly looking out for acts of terrors. You know, that whole. I'm gonna talk about that Taliban shit later, but you guys, please do what I said. And if you're watching over on YouTube, we on Spotify, we on Stitcher, we on all that shit. But Apple Podcasts is the number one. It's numero uno for podcasting, audio that is. You guys also subscribe on YouTube. Crack the Liberty Bell icon for me. Smash that like button, guys, so that the YouTube videos can get out to more people too. It's all an algorithm. Every platform like that you could upload shit to freely, it has an algorithm, and engagement helps the algorithm. So I need you guys to engage. You know what I mean? And we're going to take this shit to the moon, man. Do I have any other announcements for you guys before I get into this episode? Oh, I guess I'd tell you my Instagram and my TikTok. I guess I'll start posting on TikTok a little bit more. Once I could get consistent with this shit, because I pretty much got to get some new equipment at this point. My laptop is taking the shit on itself whenever I try to import some footage and shit like that. It could be figured out, but it would be easier with new equipment. So once I get this new equipment, and I explained this in the last episode, but a lot of you guys probably won't go listen to it. You probably won't watch this. The last episode I explained pretty much how since I record on Apple devices, I need an Apple, either a laptop or a desktop. And I actually found one. I don't know if I talked about this in the last episode. I was pretty much saying I just need to upgrade, but I found what I'm gonna upgrade to. It's this. Not to give them any promotion, but I guess this is kind of a tech podcast too, because I talk about shit like this on here. I talk about how the podcast is made. This is kind of like a underground behind the scenes of podcasting. Like if you're into podcasting, you're into this show. Let me take a sip of OJ. We sip OJ out of red cups. Is it to give the illusion that he's drinking? Maybe. I could probably I can't act drunk. You guys know how I act when I'm drunk. I'm way too reserved when I'm not intoxicated, man. When I'm intoxicated, I'm smiling and shit. Like I went to a family event, my grandmom's birthday. She had a party at my aunt's house, and I'm new to drinking around my family. I'm really new to drinking altogether. Well, as frequent as I do now. This is new for me, and it's new for my family, and they not used to seeing me like that. So I hope I was entertaining. I mean, my mom said I be smiling a lot. Is that a bad thing? Motherfucker was telling people not to let me drive and shit. Did I listen? No. I was in. First of all, I was all the way in Lansdale, and my only option was, well, I guess my aunt or my uncle could have drove, but I think they were drunk too. Only person that wasn't drunk all the way was my mom, and I had to take her home. She can't drive. She can't even really, well, out of one eye. She a little blind in one eye. Damn, you know what? I went and got a checkup. She told me to get my vision checked. I ain't get my fucking vision checked. God damn it. And you know it's going to take forever to schedule another appointment. That's the problem with black people. Motherfuckers go to the doctor and not even tell them what's wrong. You know, motherfuckers be scared. Motherfuckers be scared of the truth. Fuck that. Cure me. Man, unless it's that shot. Don't give me that shot. You know what I mean? But other than that, and that's not even a cure. I mean, I know a lot of people know this. This is not new information, but it might be new information to a lot of stupid people out there. The vaccine is not a cure for COVID. It is a deterrent. You know, it's a deterrent. If you have a weak immune system, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you out a lot. What it does to you in the future, down the long run, I don't know. Cause there's a lot of weird shit inside of it. You know, so a lot of weird shit that I don't understand how is putting this into a vaccine supposed to help boost your immune system? Maybe it's something I don't know. You know, I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not the person that created the COVID. You know, I forget what podcast I was listening to, but it was weird because it was like one of those mainstream podcasts, and they usually don't really talk like not conspiracy, as I hate that word, you know, because it be truth to a lot of shit that I be saying. But they don't usually talk about shit that's unpopular in opinion. They usually don't talk about stuff like that. Like pills that are hard to swallow for people. They usually don't talk about that kind of stuff. And they were even saying like, yeah, this shit was man-made. This COVID shit was definitely man-made, and the proof is in the pudding. Like, there's patents out there for this disease. There's a facility in Wuhan, China. That's where they making all of this shit. That's probably where they made the vaccine at, in China. COVID-19, brought to you by China. My mom's texting me. Once again, guys, I'm in a race against time. If I'm not having cat problems, you know, I'm in a race against time. And I had to push the day that I recorded the podcast back a couple days because these motherfucking kids ain't go back to school till today, till Wednesday. It's some bullshit. Started recording on Mondays because I know everybody's going to be out the house. I told you I don't like recording with people. Kids didn't go back to school till Wednesday. My mom ain't go back to work till today. Well, she went back yesterday, but Jaden was still there. So it's like, damn. And I stopped recording on Fridays because we be having the cleaning people come on Fridays. I guess I could record earlier on Fridays. No, fuck that. I'm not switching shit up again. And today we got a fucking a stove being delivered. And they got to take the old stove out. And I'm like right in the center of everything. So they coming in like an hour. I should be able to knock this out by then. More storms coming tomorrow. Possible tornadoes in the area. God damn, man. Yo, God is angry. Y'all, God is angry. Jesus is angry, y'all. God damn it. Feel his wrath. Nah, this ain't nothing but harp. This ain't nothing but harp, man. Although I don't remember where I saw this shit at. I just be looking at a lot of interesting videos, skimming over a lot of interesting articles. You know what I mean? Holy shit. And it was definitely a video I was watching when I heard this information. They're saying that here on Earth, energy is everything. And us earthlings, y'all earthlings, produce a lot of negative energy. And that shit is real. Like in the things you say, the things you do, your actions and shit like that. A lot of shit be negative, right? And on the grand scheme of things, it's not just you out there doing that shit. There's billions of people doing that shit. So that negative energy, and this is sounding crazy as I think of it, but this is exactly how it was presented to me. That negative energy gets forced back into the atmosphere, creating, earthquakes, tornado, like natural disasters and shit like that. And you would have to believe in extraterrestrials to believe in this theory, because extraterrestrials would be the people that would, not the people, but the things, the beings that have that technology in order to force that negative energy back into Earth and not letting it enter the atmosphere. Yeah, there's that on that. I don't know where I was going with that though. I don't know how we got there at all. You good over there, Callie? She's just soaking it all in. Let's play some music, guys. Drake dropped. Let's play something off the Drake album. I don't know about y'all, but I can't get past this song right here. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star rating, like I said. Thumbs up on YouTube. Crack that Liberty Bell icon. Let's go.
I'm working on
dying. He fell off twice, and I'm back popping.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? Are we live?
Said you belong to the streets, but the streets belong to me. It's like home to me. She belongs to the streets. What'd he say? I tatted your passport up. Now it's looking like an arm sleeve. Just know that was all me. And when you see Chanel, I wish that's how you saw me. And when you call Chanel, I wish that's how you call me. Man, I can't get past that song, yo. That shit's a banger. That's a smoker right there, but that's Claire. That's the Prom Fiend. Yo, we got a Claire. You guys know that Griselda album, What Machine Gun Do? That smoker that was on the cover, that was Claire. We got a chick up uptown Germantown area. She be up Mount Airy too. I be seeing her all up Germantown Ave. She look exactly like Claire, yo. Look exactly like her. I be going on tangents, yo. But the Drake album, I guess. Oh, welcome back to the Dopest Podcast, episode 17. Once again, if you're confused, episode 16 did come out. I talked about my trip to Colombia, how a possible hand job could have happened, maybe. I went to a massage parlor. Just giving you guys a little incentive to go listen to that episode over on Apple Podcasts. Hit the subscribe button and leave 5 stars, because that's a 5-star level podcast. Episode 16. Go check that out. Audio exclusive. And when you see Chanel, which is how you saw me. But honestly, that's he got a lot of cookers on there, man. And the beginning of this album was really fucking dark. I mean, that's how I saw it. Drake has been going through some shit with people close to him. If you listen to the lyrics and shit, he even mentioned in his shit, he mentioned Mercury retrograde, and I believe that's something that we going through currently, or we're going through. I don't know. And it's said in that time, it is said to be in that time that you come to realizations. A lot of relationships that were how can I say this, unstable, unfruitful, and just overall toxic and unnecessary. A lot of you would come to a lot of those realizations, and it would basically be like a cleanse a little bit, you know, for you. Not like, and I'm sure that's just like a small part of it, you know. I know that's not the whole thing, and I'm probably not even explaining this shit right, but I'm just telling you guys what I think I know. You said you belong to the streets, but the streets, like that. The fuck is niggas doing out there? But that song with him and Jay-Z, Love All. That song is fucking dark. I know Jay-Z verse was a little light, you know, as far as bars and shit. That wasn't my favorite Hove verse. Hove ain't been having a lot of my favorite verses in a long time, I'm gonna be honest with you. But he Hove. He got a couple B's. $1 billion or $2 billion. But still, it was dark. You know, essentially he's talking about war with somebody that was close to him. And even Drake, like, being all somber on the hook and shit, that's a good hook too. I'm about to play that shit real quick. YouTube, y'all gonna hate this shit, because it's gonna be skipping around. That's why y'all should listen. Listen to this shit, man. See what I'm saying, man? This shit dark. This shit is dark. And whole verse, even though, like I said, that shit was light, but you know, he what's the word I'm looking for? He takes it further. Like, he paints a better picture than Drake. Yeah, man. Other songs I like this whole album pretty much. Way Too Sexy is fire. In Too Deep is fire. No Friends, Knife Talk. Yo, he flamed Kanye's ass up on that 7 a.m. That 7 a.m. shit, he flamed Kanye ass up, man. And nobody's listening to Donda no more. How about that shit? I know people out there, I'm actually listening to it right now. That would be Mark. If Mark was on here with me, I'm listening to Donda. I mean, fuck that. I could listen to both. You right. You definitely right. What you doing, Kylie? But I'm not listening to Donda anymore. I actually said on the last podcast, though, you guys should go check that out. It's like a It's a little longer. It's a longer episode. It wasn't like too Jesus-y. You know what I mean? It was the perfect balance for me. And the production is just nuts. Like Kanye's always gonna do that. Another reason I'm in a race against time, I just dropped Jaden off and shit. We're gonna go get our hair cut later. It's cool waking up and shit like that, ruining somebody else's morning. How my mornings used to be ruined. Jaden likes to play. He like any other kid. He like to play the video game. So he be up to like, who knows? Then waking up and shit like that, all tired and shit. You turn the light on, air conditioner on. It's all cold. I don't pull the covers off. That's just wrong. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. Pull the fucking covers off while it's all cold and shit. I don't think my mom did that to me before, definitely. I ain't never get the water thrown on me. That's just extra. I think that's some TV shit. But I definitely had to wake Jaden up a couple times. I woke him up initially, went downstairs, went to go make his pancakes and shit like that. Went back upstairs, nigga still laying down. But I know how that go though. That's just the morning blues. I got up before him though. But I'm used to getting up early at this point. I think I'm this is gonna add some structure to this podcast. Me having to drop Jaden off and shit like that. I think knocking this joint out in the morning, then being able to edit. But then I also like doing those drunken episodes. I do like doing that. That's why I gotta upgrade equipment, man. I will be able to put out so much more content if my editing time and my processing time could be much faster. I'll be able to put out more content, man. But it's just gonna take too long on that laptop that I'm using right now. I'm producing a whole show on there. Just me on that fucking laptop. And you know what else is cool about dropping him off at school in the morning? I'm able to do something that I always wanted to have for myself. I mean, my mom dropped me off and shit like that before, but waiting for you to go into the school and shit, watching you go in and shit, coming to pick him up and shit like that. Just being there, you know what I mean? Making sure he get into school on time and shit. Looking his best, because when you look good, you perform good. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of school, but at that age, it's something you got to do. So why not look good doing it? You know what I mean? And then just being there when he come out from school and shit. Something I mentioned on the last podcast is funny. It happened to me like 2 days later. I was talking about karma and shit like that, and how fast karma bites me in the ass. And I don't know what I did for this to happen, but I said it's usually car trouble. It's usually what it is. And what happens 2 days later? I get a flat fucking tire. I'm out doing, I think this was this? Nay, this was before the storm, I believe. Yep, this is definitely before the storm. Hurricane Ida came up through the East Coast. It actually did some damage. For real. I was riding up 309 the other day going to my grandma's party. That shit fucked up. I know that whole shit was flooded, but it actually looked like a tornado ran through that shit. No cap. I was coming home from doing DoorDash, and I was pulling up to the house, and I just hear that flat tire sound. That's never good, man. That's never fucking good. My back tire. I get out, and I'm glad it happened right when I got to the house, man, because it could have happened anywhere. I was all the way out, KOP, shit like that, and I guess you wouldn't know, but if you do deliveries and shit like that, you want to go out areas like that, man, because people are gonna tip more out there. Niggas don't tip. That's why I don't deliver in the city. Niggas don't fucking tip. That's just this is what it is. It's bad. It's terrible that it's happening. I don't know why niggas don't tip, but they just don't. They don't do it. So I don't fuck with them. Not on my own time. Not when I'm trying to make money. Why cheat myself? You know, I'm gonna go out to where these people live in these nice houses. You know, and it gets, that's where I'm getting at. It'd be pitch black out there at night. They got them roads with no lights on them, and they fucking driveways is off to the fucking side, like off in the woods and shit like that. You be on these windy ass roads. It'd be fun. I'm just glad I didn't break down out there. You know, I like driving. I like seeing new shit while I'm driving and shit like that. Seeing nice houses and shit. But it's just fortunate I didn't get a flat tire out there, because waiting for AAA on that little ass road in the dark with the deers and shit, I ain't fucking with it. Not me, man. Not me. Yeah. And then well, I guess I put my hazards on so I don't get in an accident. But you never know, man. Who wants to just be sitting there in that situation like that? I'm glad it happened when I got home. So what I did was I woke up the next morning. You know, there's a little air pump up the street from my crib. Them Asian people charging $2 now. That shit used to be $1.25. Now it's $2. Man, that's bullshit. What it, motherfuckers. I'm glad I had extra change on me. You know, I would have had to drive back up the street with a flat fucking tire. I ain't fucking my rim up. But I put some air in the tire, and I went to Pep Boys. I didn't even make it all the way there before that shit got flat again. So that's how I knew, like, yeah, this shit can't be patched. I wasn't even going to try to get it patched because, you know, the winter coming and shit. The winter is coming. Shout out to Game of Thrones. But the winter is coming. Hoodie season is here. And I see why y'all niggas like hoodie season so much. Y'all kind of forcing it right now. It's still a little, it be like in the low 80s a little bit. You don't need no hoodie on right now. You niggas is getting a little too ahead of yourselves. Them fucking hoodies and ski masks on and shit. Is it really that many niggas in the city putting in work that y'all gotta walk around with ski masks on and shit? That shit crazy, man. That shit is fucking crazy. That's why them niggas was looking at me like that. I'd never wear that shit again. Not in public. I wear that shit in the gym or some shit like that. I would never wear that shit in public again. Motherfuckers was looking at me like food. You know what I mean? I was gonna whoop their ass too. I would let motherfuckers get the drop on me. But yeah, I don't like to have that kind of attention though. That's uncomfortable for me. Like normally what niggas do, they just look past me. I look like a regular dude. They bitches be looking at me. The hoes be looking at me. But I could just, like, when I'm doing deliveries, I be in any hood. You know what I mean? Like I try not to be in the hood. But sometimes if I'm in Ardmore, it could kind of take me in the west, southwest. So you know what I mean? I gotta, but I don't be looking like I'm on no bullshit. Man, I'm not gonna say I'm cool with everybody, but I got a rapport with humans. Me and humans got a rapport. And a lot of them dudes that be out there on the block and shit, whenever I do deliver in the hood, niggas be high. Niggas be perked up, juiced up, and shit like that. Niggas don't be on point. I don't know how. I don't know how you could be on point. You in your dip. Niggas be all the way in their dip. That's why I only fuck with the weed, beloved. The weed and the liquor. Shout out to Tax. I can't just take his shit like that or say his shit like that. Free Tax, man. Free Tax. What was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, my flat tire. Yeah, so I got that shit. I got it changed, essentially. And I think that was the day of the storm. And I went out again and did DoorDash in the storm. You know, I said, I'm going to get my money's worth out of this tire. We're going to see how good these years are. You know what I mean? And I survived. I mean, my mom called me. I'm like a bean 20 in. I'm getting it. I'm driving around and shit in the zone. She's talking about, yeah, tornado just touched down in Willow Grove. I'm like, word. I ain't over there, so I'm gonna keep doing my thing, thinking all positive thoughts. Although that did deter me a little bit, and it did start coming down a little heavy and shit. But I just thought in my mind, I said, "Stop bitching, nigga. Get this fucking money. Stop bitching." I said, "Stop bitching." That's what I said in my mind. I almost turned around because I had the Jeep. It was like an interim of like 2 days. I had the Jeep, but the Civic is my work car. That's what I use to do DoorDash, right? I almost went back to the crib to get the Jeep, but that shit was coming too crazy out there. And it did slow up a little bit. It actually stopped for a while, the rain. And I was like, you know what? I ain't about to miss out on money driving back to the house, then driving back out here and shit. Because that shit was rocking. Motherfuckers was in the house, man. Motherfuckers wasn't trying to come outside and this shit. And, a Jeep is basically made for this kind of shit. It's made for fucking high levels of water and shit. Like, it does off-roading. And the specific trim level that I got, the suspension is a little higher than, it's actually higher than all of the Jeeps. That's why I ain't gonna, blow the spot up. Yeah, essentially, end of this story, I made it home. That night. The Civic a beast too. It got through some pretty high puddles, man. She was pretty. I was impressed. Some shit that I forgot to talk about last time I recorded, that a fucking milk crate challenge, and all you dummies out there deserve everything that happened to you. You deserve this shit, because all you needed to see was everybody on the internet failing at the shit. Motherfuckers didn't strategize. They did the exact same thing that they saw on the internet. And you know what happened? Well, you guys know what happened. I say 90% of people fell the fuck off and fucked themselves up. I even thought, I said, hey, why aren't they doing it on flat surfaces? Why are they doing it on grassy fields and shit like that, shit that could have dips in it? Sidewalks could have dips in it, but go to somewhere flat. And then I saw that, and somebody fell on the fucking concrete. So it's just like, it's a lose-lose situation. Nobody's winning here except the motherfuckers watching, because that shit was hilarious. Especially that old head that was crying and shit. That was my favorite. Ben Simmons finally spoke out. He said that he wants out. He's not coming to summer camp, guys. He will not be practicing with the Sixers. He don't fuck with JoJo. It looks like he only fucks with Tyrese Maxey, because that's the person that everybody wants. Or it might just be that Maxey is hot. He tough. He definitely made a difference most games, except for that one game where he was missing like a motherfucker and just refused to stop shooting. But yeah, if Maxey is not coming with Ben Simmons, I don't like none of these fucking trade options that I'm seeing, man. This shit is garbage. I'd rather keep the bum ass nigga. Be honest with you. Make him a 6 man. All we want is layups, dunks, and passes from you. And put him in the layup line and have somebody contest him every time, man. Because that shit was unacceptable in the playoffs. Like, if these are the options that we have, because the Sixers don't got no leverage right now. Motherfuckers is like, all right, what you gonna give us to take Ben Simmons, yo? And they want Maxey. They want Tyrese Maxey, and I don't think we should let him go. Sayonara though, my nigga. Arrivederci. Get the fuck out of here, man. Cause I'd rather keep him than just have him not playing in the league at all. Like, you don't want to see nobody, not making no money. Even though I think he's made enough in his career to just, if he invested his money right, he did. One NBA contract. Just give me one max contract. Shit, give me a fucking $26 million. That's a 1 year contract in the NBA. I mean, not for Ben, but you know, a max contract. I think you got to stay for like 4 years, right? Yeah, because what's his name? Joel just got a max. He locked in. Give me a 1 year NBA contract. Cool. But Ben Simmons has definitely gotten the max before. He's been here long enough. He should have invested his money well at this point. I would say fuck basketball. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is trying to give me away for a pack of Skittles. I'm cool. This is what I'm worth. This is what he worth right now. That playoff performance single-handedly fucked your value up, Ben Simmons, and it's your own fault. And you and your manager or your agent is acting like y'all don't know how the city of Philadelphia acts. And did y'all not expect this from the city of Philadelphia when you did some corny shit like that? Bro, you had a wide open layup and you ain't take it. I've seen shit like that. I've done shit like that on basketball courts in Philly, and motherfuckers cursed me the fuck out for it. Me, a regular ass nigga. You mean? You playing at the highest level for Philadelphia. You know our fans. You know what you was getting yourself into with that shit. Acting like you so, oh, I don't know why everybody's treating me like this. Because, nigga, every year in summer camp, every time you at the fucking wreck and shit like that, you draining 3-point shots. But when it all count, you can't hit one. That's why we acting like this towards you, nigga. That's why you could kick rocks. When it counts, you fold the fuck up. Every year we go through this shit. Oh shit, look at Ben, he's shooting threes. Oh shit. Finals come. Now he's scared to take 3-point shots. Scared to take 3-point shots, and it evolved to being scared to lay the ball up. What the fuck? Why you ain't just dunk it, nigga? And I'm not saying in that situation I wouldn't have did the same thing, because like I said, I've done that exact thing before, and niggas was on me about it. So it's just like, yeah, I know I'm not a professional NBA player, but you are. You are, nigga. You are. And you fucked your value up with that shit. And that's what the fuck you get. All these fucking years we waiting for you to develop a shot. And you going pump fake on a layup, pass off. And by the time the defense got there, my mans ain't even able to make the shit. This is a hot button topic all around the continental United States. I don't know why I said that. I just like the way that sounds. But not just all over. Maybe even all over the world. But I know this is a big conversation in the United States. There's a lot of shortage on workers all around the United States, man. Motherfuckers need employees. They need motherfuckers to get back to work. You know what I mean? As you guys know, federal unemployment has just ended in September, early September, and everybody that was using that shit as fucking COVID-19, saying that COVID-19 is the reason that they can't get a job. You know what I mean? That shit is over now, man. It's over now. That shit is over with. So motherfuckers is figuring other shit out, obviously, because where the fuck did everybody go? Did they die of COVID? Is that why nobody could hire people right now? Or is it really that during COVID-19, motherfuckers was getting that unemployment, right? And realizing like, yo, this is a better quality of life. You know what I'm saying? This is what? This is the amount of money that I should be making to pay my bills and shit like that. You know, not what I was doing before. That obviously wasn't working. I mean, so motherfuckers is realizing like, yo, these motherfucking little jobs out here, you go in the fucking supermarket, fucking little Family Dollar, shit like that, motherfuckers got help wanted signs all around, man. It's the easiest time to find a job right now if you want one. Easy. It's easy money. Motherfuckers might even do some under the table shit for you right now. But motherfuckers is realizing like, yo, the amount of money that is being paid to me by this job, by the time taxes get taken out, that ain't gonna be as much as I was making before. Motherfuckers is trying to figure some other shit out. You know what I mean? Like I know I can't do it. Not me. I luckily figured some shit out, some shit that I could do. But yeah, that's just if you were curious out there, just from a perspective of somebody that used to have a job, and that what I just explained is exactly what happened to me. Like before COVID-19 and shit, I felt like I had to have a job. At one point, I had 2 jobs at once. I felt like I had to have a job if I wasn't going to college. That's like, if I'm not going to college, I got to have a job. I don't want to be a bum. You know what I mean? I had Uber Eats, I had DoorDash, I had all of that. But it was instilled in my mind. The whole time I was working at the fucking, these are the jobs that I had after college. I was working at the Gap. Shout out to Kanye. I was working at I worked at UPS. And the last job I had, I went back to my old job. It's this restaurant in Mount Airy that I won't name, cause fuck them. Well, fuck the lady that owned it. But those are the jobs that I had. And I was working at the Gap and UPS at the same time, burning myself the fuck out. Because I thought I had to do this shit. And I wasn't even... This the funny shit right here. I had Uber Eats, I had Uber, I had DoorDash, all that shit on my phone. I make more money doing those things right now than I ever got off a check from working at the Gap and UPS at the same time. More money. And I make my own time. And I'm pretty much my own boss. So I was too stuck in that mindset, like, yo, you gotta have a job. Not that what I'm on right now is creating multiple streams of income. Cause I'm realizing, well, I've been realized, like I'm explaining that right now. I've been realized that's the key to wealth. You have to have multiple streams of income. So I'm working on creating more streams of income for myself right now. Rather than Best Buy too. I forgot to mention, I worked at Best Buy for like a month though. But rather than being miserable at fucking Best Buy, walking around the store with the gay ass tablet in my hand, looking for fucking movies on the rack and shit like that, instead of doing that slave shit, I'm gonna do for self, man. Fuck that. And that's what a lot of people are realizing. That's why nobody wants to fucking work. Motherfuckers probably did the same shit I did. Figured out during this pandemic and shit, used the money, figured out some other shit, upgraded some shit, invested. I'm not gonna say everybody did that. I know for a fact everybody ain't do that shit. But I think a lot of people did. And I think a lot of people came to the realization that the job that I'm working is not enough. It may be just getting you by, but it's not gonna be enough for you to invest in something that's gonna eventually have you in a position where you're not gonna have to work that job. What I want is time freedom. I want freedom of time. I want to be able to do what I want when I want, for however long I want. I want that. You got to have multiple streams of income for that. You got to have passive incomes for that. Job ain't it, man. It ain't fucking it. It might be a means to an end. It might be a means to like, it might help you. It might help you elevate. But I'd rather do DoorDash. I'd rather do Uber. I'd rather do that shit. Please look into that shit, man. It's so freeing. So that's that. There's no big mystery. Like I was hearing that shit. I forget where I was, and these people was like, yeah, nobody wants to work. It's not a big mystery. Scooby-Doo could figure this shit out. Motherfuckers wasn't making enough, and they realized it. Shit, even the unemployment money, it wasn't enough. That you can't fucking pay bills and all that shit. But it's more than these motherfuckers was making. Lastly, before I get out of here, I don't know when this podcast is gonna come out. It's the 8th right now. 9/11 is probably gonna pass by the time that it's gonna pass by the next time I talk to you guys. So it's some 9/11's coming up. It's about to be the anniversary of 9/11 and all this Taliban shit. So It's convenient. It's real convenient. I don't think I spoke on this recent Taliban shit that's been happening. If you guys don't know what's going on over there, I have the gist. America pulled out. You know, they got tired of Afghan. You know, they were losing essentially. You know, it was an uphill battle. We spoke about this on Trainwreck before. I said you can never erase what y'all been doing to these people. Their religion is, I don't know what their religion is. I know I got an idea what their religion is. I know it's skewed from what a lot of people who practice that religion in America believe in, because their shit is a little extreme. They got the Sharia law shit, eye for an eye, cut your hand off for stealing, shit like that. It's extreme, you know, and motherfucker Americans came over there, you know, for no good reason, because Bush did that shit. Come on, jet fuel cannot melt steel beam. They needed a reason to go over there and fuck with those people so they could take their oil from them. You know what I'm saying? So, in doing that, you know, in going over there and trying to take their oil, they also try to bring democracy like America tries to do everywhere. They try to change their way of living and shit like that. Motherfuckers wasn't having it. You know, that's why it's been such an uphill battle this whole time, because all of the drone strikes and shit like that, these motherfuckers got kids. You know, it's generations, and they gonna be raised. They gonna be raised on hating the people that are coming here and fucking with them. You know, unfortunately, that's their way of life, man. You know, a bitch can't walk down the street without her man. You know, and she got to be covered the fuck up. Let that be there. Let that be over there. What the fuck do that got to do with us? Leave that shit alone. What the fuck do that got to do with us, man? It's homeless people in the streets. Y'all worry about some fucking, you know, I ain't even going to say what I was thinking. Now, the whole part where they shooting women in the face for going to school and shit like that, that shit is terrible. It sucks. It really does. But how long have they've been over there for like 20 years? I might be exaggerating a little bit. But it's been a long fucking time. And too fucking long. Fucking innocent soldiers is dying and shit for some shit that got started. The shit that started it is not even what they're fighting over there anymore. You know, America been got what they needed out of that shit. Fuck, we moving on to electricity anyway. You know, not all the way. Everybody's not doing it. You know, you still got those people that like their big trucks, the big American trucks. You know what I mean? Who doesn't like a big truck? All spacious and shit. You know, big leather seats. You feel like you're sitting in a sofa. Who doesn't like a big fucking truck? Maybe if you could just make them electric, though. You know, so we wouldn't have to. Say, Bill Burr has this. Shout out to Bill Burr. He had this theory a while. I think he said it on a special, but he definitely has reiterated it on his podcast multiple times. He says, if we move away from oil and go electric, we have no reason to go over there and fuck with those people. Leave it alone. Leave it the fuck alone. Man, gas is gonna go up though, considerably. You know what I mean? It's just gonna go up. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. It's been a great episode. Great seeing you guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys next week, though, for sure, man. Got to get back on track with this shit. It's my equipment, though, man. I got to upgrade my equipment, and it's coming. I'm working on it. I'm preparing. bear with me. With that being said, guys, make sure you guys do what I said in the beginning. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. Leave us 5 stars. Subscribe on YouTube. Crack that Liberty Bell icon. Leave a like for the algorithm. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Hey, feeling